All right, so this is going to be a kind of a brief overview of kind of the main part of microeconomics, looking at the theory of the firm and kind of market structure and how it all kind of fits together. So kind of what I have drawn up here, I have three different sections. I have households, product market, and firms. Now these three are a big part, of course, of the circular flow diagram. So households, these are our consumers. They're demanding goods and products and services in the product market. This is where people are buying their goods and services. So we have the demand, they make up the demand curve. Now firms, they're the ones who are supplying goods and services to the product market. They make up our supply curve. I'll start with the firms. Whether it's talking about perfect competition, imperfect competition, so that's monopolies and oligopolies and monopolies, the competition, their cost curves are the same. So there'll be later videos talking about how all of these kind of fit together and how to correctly draw these. That's our supply and then our costs. That's what the firm has. Now for the households, yes, they have the demand, but they're the ones who are buying things. So they're the ones who are giving the money to the firms. So the revenue that the firms are making are from the households. So for perfect competition, that's going to be a straight horizontal line that's perfectly elastic. Households and consumers are very, very responsive to change in perfect competition. So more, if you think of it in terms of kind of a farmer's market, if one farmer is selling strawberries for a slightly higher rate than another farmer, no one's going to go to the farmer that's more expensive because it doesn't make sense because they can go to the other guy for identical piece of product for a little bit less money. So perfectly elastic. So we have marginal revenue, demand, average revenue, and price all being part of the same line. So that is our Mr. Darp curve line. But what's different now for imperfect competition, like in terms of monopoly, our demand curve is downward sloping. When our demand curve is now downward sloping, our marginal revenue is going to be going below that, slightly steeper curve. Demand is also going to be equal to average revenue. So it's going to be slightly similar in terms we have marginal revenue, demand, average revenue. But price is just going to be whatever is going to be connecting with the demand curve line is going to be the price of the product. So it's kind of the main differences between perfect and imperfect competition. This is kind of how it all, kind of bigger picture, how it all comes together. Firms supply, these are parts of the supply curve, the costs of producing. Households are demanding products and are giving the revenue, they're buying the products, so they're giving the revenue to the firms. And these are kind of different ways to look at the revenue for either perfect competition or imperfect competition. All right, that is all.